Hey guys, welcome back to Pony Panels. And right off the heels of Good, the Bad, and the Ponies, we walk into another two-issue arc. This one has some interesting world building, and something that could be considered an actual threat. However, this one has a very biting environmental message, which could lead people the wrong way. The comics in question are the Revenge of the Everfree arc, also known as Root of the Problem. The arc pretty much has Twilight and our intrepid group of the Harmony Six taking on, well, the Everfree Forest again. But this time, it's out for blood because it won't stop growing. It's even got Luna and Celestia tied up. But its reasoning is more Ferngully the Last Rainforest than anything else. You see, when going deep into the Everfree, thanks to Princess Celestia's guidance and advice via a letter, they run into the actual heart of the forest. Two deer, in fact, Bramble and his father, the king of the Everfree Forest, Aspen, along with his trusty right hand Blackthorn. These deer govern the animals and the trees of the Everfree. And just in getting there, the Deer King is upset by wrecking trees, finding ways around the creatures. Typical stuff we've seen Omni 6 do. But Aspen's not in a good mood. Why? Because creatures have been wrecking his forest. And who are these creatures? Well, they're a corporation built on building a brand new theme park known as Fun Fun Land. Led by the evil Minotaur Well-to-Do and his right-hand man, Jargon. He and his construction workers are building Fun Fun Land right in the Everfree Forest. And Aspen is not happy about it. Nor the Harmony Six, seeing that it's causing Bramble and Aspen to have to use their magical potions to grow new trees or to fix animals' homes or such. And here is where the environmentalist message come in. Because the Harmony Six do everything that environmentalists, i.e. 1960s hippies, do to try to get the corporations out of the Everfree. Sit-ins, boycotts, talking to well-to-do directly, trying to take a non-violent stance to the problem, but well-to-do just won't budge, even taking a character assassinationist stab at my waifu by making Twilight Sporkle dolls that look horrible. Just horrible. If that wasn't ticking Twilight off, none of the plans are working either. But it's actually Little Bramble that finds out that the smoothies that they're making to sell to the soon-to-be customers of Funland are made out of the same material that can restore the Force to glory. But not before Bramble gets captured, and Aspen literally has to sign away his kingmanship and the Force space to well-to-do, much to the dismay of everyone, especially Fluttershy, who's extremely ticked off in this episode. Wow. 2 comics where 2 members of Harmony 6 are really, really angry. Let's hope this doesn't become a trend. But naturally, of course, the Harmony 6, along with every forest animal in the Everfree, end up saving the day and wrecking Funland, thus ruining the evil plot and restoring peaceful relations between the Everfree's kingdom, known as the Thicket, and the rest of us. This comic is mostly noted for its environmental message of don't wreck nature too badly, and for good reason. And yes, this plotline has been done much better and much darker in other forms of media, as per the mentioned Ferngully the Last Rainforest being the biggest example of this message being thrown out directly at you. But for My Little Pony's take on the similar message, it's done expertly. Aspen and Bramble turn out to be 2 very great new characters, as well as Blackthorn working well with Rainbow Dash in the latter half. Jargon and well-to-do, though, are your typical corporate villains. They're made for you to hate them, and they do an excellent job at that, although cliched and semi-redundant, but that's their purpose. And there are even great callbacks to earlier episodes like Spike at Your Service, and even the Manticore from episode 1 gets a direct callback from Fluttershy in this comic as well. Every character is naturally on point, although if the resolution isn't a bit predictable, seeing them get there is a nice touch. And the use of non-violent motive is actually a great example to teach the kids if they don't like how a particular thing is going down. It's a great callback to the era of the 60s where hippies and other environmentalists would make stands against corporate upheaval like this. That's me. Well-to-do's main line in this comic is you can't stop business or progression. Well, that is true. Technology will ultimately take its place in the world, but having respect for the fact that we weren't the first ones here is just as equally critical. critical as any new city block or any mall could possibly be, and at the extent of many lives as well. Well, environmental messages such as this in kids' material will be told always, and that's a matter of the respect of your planet sort of thing. I'm not an environmentalist, although I understand both sides of the argument in this comic, and I side, of course, with the good guys. But it's hard not to side with the good guys when what you want to build is an amusement park. I mean, we have way too many of those to begin with here in our real world. But the thing that might cause a little bit of alarmment in this comic is the message itself. This message seems overly preached almost yelled at a neon sign, and that's where this comic has its problem. It's a great message, it's greatly executed and all, but it comes down as preachy, a little bit too much so, which can almost take the fun out of the comic, and trust me, there are quite a few fun bits in the comic all to be told, and the world building given is great. But if you don't like preachy messages, then you'll be sadly disappointed. Sometimes the morals in MLP are great because they are not preached, and most of the time when they are preached, it can turn a relatively great idea into a bad one, and unfortunately this one fits in that bill. That's why, for that reason, the Revenge of the Everfree arc gets 4 out of 6 from me. A great environmentalist moral, although over-preached. The resolution can be somewhat predictable, and the villains, unlike Good, the Bad, and the Ponies, don't come off nearly as strong. But of course, the world building with the introduction of Aspen and Bramble, which obviously looks like a Bambi reference, and the world building of the Everfree Force are a nice touch. Characters are in place, and there are a few great comedy bits. Now next time, however, we get into my neck of the woods, when My Little Pony tackles wrestling. I can't wait to give you my thoughts on this one. Is it truly worthy of a world title? Or should it stay down in the jobber division? Find peace in your own nirvana. Thanks for watching.